Yo, what is up, everybody? Back again. Y'all already know
Hey,
what
Nell,
it is.
play that shit.
Oh yeah!
Oh man, this man got the background.
You already know, man. Get that money, man. Get that money. Take to the house. Ain't no fucking shit. Easy money. Easy money. Well, it should be easy money, but like
Look,
I
knock
said,
on wood. Knock on wood.
Look at the rookies we drafted. We got Dean and we got Davis. Two from Florida. It doesn't get better than that shit.
yeah, put that shit up.
As Ricky Bobby said, if you ain't first,
You're
you're last.
Exactly.
Second place is at 2.
Definitely gonna make up for it.
Trust me. I need a sports podcast, man. I need it. Okay. Well, let's get into it. Continued on with our top 10 series, y'all. Up next, wide receivers. Top 10, what we think for this 2024-25 NFL season. Again, it's a combination of projections, eye tests, what we've seen already from them in the past, who their quarterback is, all that. If you watch the running backs episode, Chris had a little, he had some reason behind some of his peculiar choices.
Y'all agree with him.
I agree with some. I got some peculiar choices on wide receiver that's going to probably Cam might get out of his seat or on one of them. So yeah, let's hop into this. I think you said you want to go first, Sanders.
Yeah,
Say nothing crazy.
Cam, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
It don't matter.
Bro, let me go first, bro, because I hate having to laugh about what I'm gonna do. I just want to get it out.
All
All right, number 10. I feel like it may be low to some of y'all, but it's lower on mine because I don't think I've seen it at the highest potential yet. And I think by the end of the season, if everything goes well, he could probably be top 7, but no order, because it's definitely other guys up there in the top 5 that I think we should all have. I got Garrett Wilson at number 10. I think he showed some signs of potential last year, even though he didn't have Aaron Rodgers. I'm hoping with Aaron Rodgers, he could, actually be himself. I think everybody has high potential and high spirits about Garrett Wilson. I don't know if he top 10 for everybody or if he higher than that, but I got hope for the guy.
Okay. I'm not mad at it.
This is the Chinese middle finger.
What you got, Cam?
Oh, at 10, I'm getting let's back to back. I'm getting my Texans guys about the list first. At 10, I got Nico though. Last year it's kind of his first coming out party, pretty much. I just think there's not one receiver in the league that, well, now other than Marvin Harrison, but there wasn't a receiver in the league.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put him on my list.
Yeah, I was like, should I?
Yeah, I thought about it.
He easily could be on the list.
I didn't put any rookie wide receivers on my list, but
I feel like that's okay, bro. Like, you gotta see it. Maybe first week we can change our mind a little bit.
That's fair. But when he just said it, I was just like, whoa! Like, I really didn't put him on my list
I
at
seen
all.
I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna get too crazy. But other than Marvin Harrison, bro, there's not one 6'4" receiver that's as big as Nico that runs a 4.4 and he has literally every single route tree that you can think of. He plays like a 6'6" guy, but he's 6'4" or whatever. He can catch the deep pass, he catch the short pass, he can run you over. Like, he's an aggressive runner. He'll run you over or whatnot. And he just got paid this year. I know we just brought Diggs in, but I think he's still gonna show why he's a top 10 receiver. And honestly, I think he can potentially sneak up into like the top 7, top 5 range by the end of the year. I project him to have like a really great year this year. I got Nico. Cause another thing is, like I said, with like Jonathan Taylor and CMC, Nico is another guy last year when all of our receivers were hurt, definitely that last game, when all our receivers were hurt, CJ was literally just looking for him. And he was just giving him the ball. And he was just open the whole time. There was some games when literally, even when CJ wasn't playing, when he got hurt, and it was like Case Keenum and Davis Mills out there, it was literally all Nico. Like Nico was literally winning games for us. And it was just, crazy to see like he's that much of a game changer. He matters that much to the team. And so yeah, I got Nico at 10.
Sure. I respect the bias. I respect it. Had a breakout year last year, then he got the bag. So
Sure.
definitely got to step it up this year. What you got at number 10, Swan?
I'm gonna be biased too. I'm gonna go Devontae. And I say that is he's putting up consistent 1K yards as a wide receiver too with AJ. And the reason why I'm saying I'm putting him as number 10, he's entering a new system with Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator who's known for passing the ball a lot. Especially and then sometimes, RPOs, but mainly passing. So with this new offensive coordinator, and we also witnessed, just to double back on it, we also witnessed Devontae put up 1K yards in a trash offensive coordinator system with Brian Johnson. Now that we got Kellen Moore who can pass the ball more, we're going to see him probably crack him to like the 1,200 range, close to that. It's going to be a career year for him being a wide receiver 2, or you can say 1B. And he also got paid too in the offseason, so now he can repay more for his work. So I got Devontae number 10.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. 10, I got 2, and they're 2 of the OGs, so I felt like it would be disrespectful to not have them on this list. One of them's in a new situation. One of them's in the same situation, but just consistent over the years. I got Mike Evans and Keenan Allen at 10. Mike Evans, Mr. 1,000 yards every year, no matter what goes on, who is quarterback, he going to get you 1,000 yards at least. Pro Bowl wide receiver, Super Bowl champ. And then Keenan Allen, he's over in Chicago. Obviously, they get Caleb Williams. I don't know necessarily who's gonna be the number 1 wide receiver because they got DJ Moore. Then you get Rome Odunze in the draft. But Keenan Allen, I feel like he's gonna be Caleb Williams' kind of like safety net receiver. Like when he gets in trouble and he's scrambling, he's looking for Keenan Allen because Keenan Allen gonna get open. Like you're not covering Keenan Allen for more than 3 seconds on a given play because he's just that good of a route runner. And as long as he stays healthy, he's definitely has every right to be a top 10 receiver in the league. So put both the OGs there at 10.
All right. Chris, we got 9, bro.
Number 9. I'm definitely hating. I ain't gonna lie. He low on my list because I'm hating. But I got Debo.
Crazy. I'm gonna be real. He didn't even crack my top 10. To be honest.
That's fair. That's fair. Only reason he really at 9 because he was relevant for my Cowboys. Clearly, right? We couldn't stop the goddamn 49ers. And then I just think because of that offense, like he's a big piece of it. I mean, we've seen it, right? If they don't have Debo or C-Mac, they're not winning games. So to me, like, and then he's just a great utility guy. I would love to have a Debo on the Cowboys, but there's only one Debo.
That's fair. What about you, Sanders? Who you got at 9?
Oh, yeah, 9. I might have him a little bit higher than me, but I just put him at 9. I got Stephon Diggs at 9. What's it called? He kind of had a underwhelming year last year. I know he started off pretty strong, and then his quarterback, got the OC. I think OC got fired, and the new OC kind of put the ball out of his hands, so he had to give it to the running back a lot more. So he was running the ball a lot more. Josh Allen pretty much stopped looking for Diggs and was throwing to guys like Isaiah McKenzie, the other tight ends that they have, and just kind of Diggs just kind of fell out or whatever. But just a very underwhelming year for Diggs. He comes with us to Texas now. We got a nice offensive core now, so he might not be the number 1 option this year. So he obviously won't play in the slot also. So I still think he's gonna get 1,000 this year, 1,000 receiving yards, but it won't be like the Diggs we've seen from like the past years where, he's just, the quarterback is just throwing the ball to him. Because I'm telling you right now, CJ is not going to do that. Like, CJ is not finna just target him the whole game. Like, yeah, he'll get a lot of targets, but the whole game, like, CJ not finna just be looking for him the whole time. So, I got Diggs at 9.
Oh my man. 2 Texans wide receivers in the top 10. Don't tell me you got Tank on this list too.
I was thinking about putting 10, 9, 8 all Texans just to get out the way, but I was like, nah, let me not do it.
Okay.
That's some ultimate bias.
Okay.
Not do it.
9. This one was hard because, like, I really feel like after what we've seen and the offense he plays in, he deserves to be much higher. But because it was, his first year, I won't, I need to see it again, so I can't put him any higher. And he would have been offensive rookie of the year literally any other NFL season if it wasn't for CJ Stroud. I got Puka Nacua, man. That dude, he's a fucking beast, bro.
Yes.
Vay's offense, it's almost like because Cooper Kupp, he's kind of been dealing with injuries since he had his MVP season in not MVP but Offensive Player of the Year season in the Super Bowl year. But I mean, they got Puka, and now it's like it's not that Cooper Kupp is expendable, but he's damn near expendable because they do the exact same things. And he literally became Stafford's guy, where it's just force feed him all the targets, and he was going off. He was a fantasy king last year, and I think that's year 1. I think it's only gonna go up from here. And like I said, he has every argument to be considered in the top 5. It's just obviously the name power kind of in wide receivers can't put him there yet. But after this year, if he repeats what he did last year, not even necessarily repeats, but he gets 90, 95 catches, over 1K yards, 7, 8 touchdowns, something. He's a top 5 receiver. Like you just can't argue it at that point. But for now, since he was just a rookie, I put him at 9.
Bro, I'm kind of irritated because I was gonna put Puka on my list. He was gonna be on the lower side too, like 9 or 10. But I felt like y'all was gonna make fun of me, so I ain't do it.
Oh no, I wouldn't have made.
But I was reading about him because I mean obviously we know, but I was just reading about it as when you gave out the list. So I was doing my homework and stuff. And even when Kupp came back, he was still, and people that had him on fantasy teams, even like the newsletters that come out every week for fantasy, like, oh, we'll expect his numbers to go down as Kupp comes back. Bro, they were still consistent. So no, I respect that pick. Who has Stephon Diggs number 9?
I have him at 9.
So Stephon Diggs ain't make my list. He didn't make my list. And he didn't make my list.
That's crazy.
It ain't crazy because he didn't make my list because he didn't make my list because who I got at number 8 is Nico Collins and Tank Dell.
Oh, okay.
I don't think unfortunately, Stephon Diggs is really just like a 3-week rental for y'all. And obviously it's for the whole season. But I think he's more of a distraction. And like you said earlier, he didn't have like we said when we make these lists, it's also what they did last year. Stephon Diggs wasn't spectacular last year. I don't think he will be spectacular on the Texans. Could he? By all means. I mean, that's great for y'all. But I don't know if that's the direction y'all want to move in. You're not going to sign him big. Why not continue feeding your young guys? I think Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Noah Brown, like those are the guys you want to build around. I think those are guys CJ has chemistry with. So I got them at 8, and Stephon did not make my list.
I'm not gonna lie, Stephon ain't make my list either.
Yes.
Wow.
I obviously think he's top 10, but like I just really don't know. Like he has every right to be CJ number 1, but like you said, that's more than likely Nico. And then Stephon comes in at 2, but then it's just like
he's gonna be Minnesota.
CJ gonna be spreading that motherfucker around.
Yeah,
for sure.
Which is what he should do.
And I just don't know. Like, obviously, it's a new situation, but at every stop we've seen Stephon, he don't get the ball. Next thing you know, he a diva.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there might be some games where it's like, hey, Nico got 10 catches, 150, 2 touchdowns. Tate got him 6 catches. Yes, you're going to have 3 catches this game. It is what it is. Like, can't be upset about it. That's the only reason why.
We'll talk about it. I've got a rebuttal for that because Yeah,
Nah,
that's not. It's not gonna happen this year, bro. Like he's not.
Nah, this one I'm gonna go Puka as well, bro. Like you said, Bryce. I just gotta see it. I gotta see it again. But at the same time, we like seeing him put up the same numbers, even with Cooper Kupp coming back. And then y'all also didn't mention he was putting up numbers with Higbee also being a safety option as well, and Kyron Williams still running the ball dominant with like 1,200 plus yards. So for Puka ever to do that, I ain't gonna lie. I want to see it again, obviously, so I can rank him higher. But he has a strong argument being top 5 for sure.
You know, I think Puka's that guy. He's cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's who I had. That's why I got an 8 also. Puka. He has potential. Like, it's crazy. Like, he's a player. Like, he's a dude. Like, he's a football player. Like, a true football player. He has the potential to dead ass be a top 3 receiver after next year.
Like, you called it in the episode last year of our preview. You was like, Puka, Rams got a nice pickup in this guy, Puka, that I didn't even know who you were talking about. I thought you just made some shit up when you said it. It was like who the hell are you talking about? He's like, no, they're like the Rams draft room and front office, like they elite at drafting players and good at prospects. I don't know what they be seeing, but they be seeing stuff from a mile away, and he took the league by storm.
No clue how they saw Puka, bro, because they must have went to the Senior Bowl because I think he was eating at the Senior Bowl.
He was killing
That's what everybody.
Okay. Where did he go to school at?
He started at Washington, fun enough, and he was with Roma Dunes and everybody who won the championship this year, but he transferred to BYU for because he's a part of the like. I don't want to get it wrong, but like I don't want to just say Hawaiians. What's the right word?
Samoan.
Like he's
Samoan.
Yeah, like him and like a lot of his cousins are all in the NFL, and like I think 2 or 3 of them were all teammates at BYU together. Because we actually just drafted one on our O line. That's Puka's cousin.
Drafted one. That's crazy. That's crazy verbiage.
That football run in the family. Clearly, they all some beasts. So
that one is crazy.
I want one. Nah,
it's like it's a toy or something.
Bro, he's insane, bro. Like his catch radius is probably the largest out of everybody in the field, bro. Like you can throw it anywhere, he's gonna go catch it. Like,
get that, man.
He's tough.
So this one, and you could definitely make the argument Puka deserves to be over him. But this one is more so projection because he's finally got a quarterback, and we've been high on him for the last 2 years, but he was with Zach Wilson. I got Garrett Wilson. I think he's gonna be wide receiver 1 now. Obviously, with Aaron Rodgers, he'll kind of be that is like Devontae Adams. I'm not saying he's Devontae Adams, but I think Garrett Wilson is cold. People forget his rookie year with Zach Wilson. He was balling out. And then obviously last year kind of just went to shit because, Aaron drops out play 3 and they obviously didn't build an offense to suit Zach Wilson. So he was kind of stuck. And that killed me and Cam in fantasy because we picked him with I think that was our first round pick or something. We was thinking, so our fantasy season ended the moment Aaron Rodgers went down. So, well, yeah, I think Garrett Wilson is gonna have a breakout year. I think he's gonna go for like 1,300 yards, and then people will finally realize, like, okay, he's a part of that wide receiver U from Ohio State. Like he was always that guy. He just been stuck in a pretty tough situation. So that's why I'm going with the 8.
All right, Keith, what's your 7, man?
I very much regret my 7.
Bro, it better not be no
Nah, it was because I was a prisoner of the moment, and I still kind of am. And we were just talking about it in the group chat the other day.
All right.
But oh my God, bro. Please just like edit this out. But I got Ayuk as a.
I only got him on the list.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I don't think
I'm not mad at it either.
It's definitely I could replace him with somebody. Like I'm looking at my list and I'm like,
Bro, 1,500 yards, all pro. That's not bad.
And he was he even the first option?
He became the first option this year, which is why he's so upset now with the contract. So I got him at 7 too. Oh. I strictly put him at 7 because I don't know where he's gonna be at because he's doing all this social media stuff. But he's easily top 5 low key.
Cool.
Like
Well,
y'all know, I wanted him on the Chiefs for the longest, but we made the
Hey,
moves we did.
You
Obviously,
need a star on his helmet, bro. I'm telling you, he gonna
it's
fit
looking
in.
like he might be headed to the Washington Commanders to team up with his old quarterback Jaden Daniels. But yeah, I think it's crazy that San Francisco is choosing Debo over him. After what we seen last year, he has every right to be paid as a number one wide receiver and be their number one wide receiver. I think they, I mean, obviously, I think the relationship is kind of sour just with everything he's done. I think this is kind of where San Francisco falls off. Like, I think this is. I know the reports are they're big on the rookie Pearsall that they got, but Ayuk is that dude. Like, his route running is top 2. Like, he's elite, and you just gonna get rid of him for Debo, who's a running back.
I'm not gonna lie.
Now I will say this: from what I heard, they said he's pretty much the same as Ayuk.
Pearsall?
Yeah, they say he's just a white version of Ayuk. That's what they say.
That's what they say, but he got to come and do that.
You got to do that. Yeah.
I'm just letting you know, man.
I know. I've heard the same thing.
I didn't say it. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying he's not. But what we saw from Ayuk this year, that's very tough to replace. If they're in the Super Bowl window because they got all the contract money up front right now. They got to win it now. So
I'm gonna change my number 7. I'm gonna put Ayuk a little higher. Y'all gonna call me crazy with this one, but y'all gotta hear me out. I'm gonna go Devontae. And the only reason I'm gonna say Adams.
Oh,
the only reason why I'm gonna say him 7 is he's still obviously, one of the best receivers, with route running and catching everything. But we really don't know their quarterback situation in Las Vegas. Their quarterback 1 right now is Gardner Minshew as we speak. So until they figure out the quarterback situation, I don't know how it's gonna be next season. And he's already on the trade rumors, trading block, or whatever. So I also have to see where he's gonna go. With that being said, too, so I feel more comfortable putting Devontae, 7 for that legitimate reason. But if we're going number wise and stats and everything, he's always been a top 5 receiver. But with his current situation and him getting older and everything, I'm gonna put him at 7.
That's fair.
Yeah. For what you just ended your statement with is why he did not make my list. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why.
He made my list, but I was highly considering leaving him off just because the whole quarterback situation.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah, that was it. But I was like, man, I cannot put Devontae on there. Like, let's not trick ourselves. He's still very much yeah. So he's the best route runner in the league off the line.
I love his highlights.
Yeah, he be crossing people over literally. So who you got at 7, Kel?
At 7, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he's a very, very solid receiver. He has some very, very great routes. Also, it seems like this guy is literally always open. Definitely like on third down situations, he's always open. He took his game to another level with Jared Goff. Playoffs, he looked very, very good or whatever. He's their receiving one. He got paid this year, and he had. Well, I think since his rookie year he's been good, but like he's been consistent back to back with over 1,200, 1,300 yards receiving. I love Amon-Ra, and even though he got that little situation. Well, he was talking about how he kissed his brothers on the lips and shit like that. It's just kind of weird, but other than that, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with football. So
there was some clip that dropped from his podcast like last week where he said that.
I was not expecting you. That's a huge lift right there, Cam.
Oh my god!
Where you going with that?
Well, I don't even know if age plays a factor because you shouldn't. Never mind.
Yeah, no, man. We just
just did it.
But, about 7, like I said, I had Ayuk, so I'm gonna kick it off at 6 because my 6 is actually Swan 7. Like I said, I couldn't leave Devontae Adams off the list. And first go through when I made it, he wasn't on there because I'm like, man, Las Vegas, like Gardner Minshew, he's decent. He's put up some numbers, and I'm like him, O'Connell. Maybe something happens to Minshew. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. And then I looked back and I was like, okay, no, I'm tripping. You have to have Devontae Adams on the top 10 wide receiver list until he completely falls off a cliff. He can always get open. He just I don't know why Well, no, I know why. He went to Las Vegas for Derek Carr because that's his boy, but obviously that didn't work. And now without Derek Carr, it's looking like he should have stayed in Green Bay because man, if he's on that Green Bay team now, Green Bay might be Super Bowl champs if we being honest with the way Jordan Love was playing. So yeah, I just couldn't not have Devontae Adams on here, but because of his situation, I kept him out of the top 5. So
look, I'm gonna go ahead and go too, because for every reason Cam just brought up about Amon-Ra, I got him at 6.
Crazy because I got him at 6 too. Same reason.
6 and 7s. Okay,
Juan, don't kill me at 6.
Yeah.
I got AJ Brown at 6.
I'm not even mad at that.
I'm not mad at
I
that.
was about to say that's solid. Like I can definitely see him being top 5. Like, I can definitely switch him to being 5. AJ Brown, we know what he can do, man. He's incredible. I mean, even with the Titans, he made Ryan Tannehill look incredible, incredibly good. That's saying a lot or whatever. He Jalen Hurts, number 1 receiver, rightfully so. I know he's probably kind of frustrated last year or whatever, but I think this year he's gonna have an even better year than last year, even though he went for 1,400 last year. Man, AJ Brown, he's tough, very tough. So yeah.
I like it. 5. I guess I got both the Browns actually. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown and AJ Brown. I feel like their floor is like 5, 6, 5 through 7 range, but their ceiling, they both and they offense, like you said, that's Jalen Hurts' number 1 target ever since Jared Goff went over to Detroit. That's when Amon-Ra really took off. He's clearly his number 1 target. They ceiling, they can both easily have arguments for top 3 when it's all said and done. When the stats are done at the end of the season, because they're gonna get a bulk of the targets and they're gonna catch it. They open. They're gonna get touchdowns. They're QB's favorite choice on third downs, especially in the crucial moments. So yeah, AJ. I'm glad Tennessee was stupid and traded him out of the AFC because he used to kill us. He killed us in the Super Bowl, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh my God! Like Cam said, he's literally never not open. Like every time he catches the ball, it's like he's got 5 yards of separation from whoever's supposed to be guarding him. And Jared Goff, that's like his safety blanket, and he's always safe throwing to him. So I put them at 5.
That whole Lions wide receiver core is kind of quick, ain't they?
Oh yeah, no,
What's that other dude name?
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, there you go.
They
all pretty quick, bro.
He one of the fastest receivers in the league, or if not, he probably the fastest receiver.
If he could be what we saw at Alabama before the injury,
it'll be dangerous, bro.
Detroit's offense.
I ain't gonna lie. The couple games he played, them 2 catches, I think 2 for 79, 2 TDs, and he barely played. He got potential, bro.
Yeah, no, it's very scary in Detroit right now. Like I said, I can't wait till we talk about division because that man.
Yeah, that division's gonna be fun. At number 5, I also got. Well, I don't know if somebody is. Cam just had him at 6, and Bryce just had Amon-Ra St. Brown and AJ Brown at 5. I got AJ Brown at 5.
Okay.
Crazy. I actually got AJ Brown at 5 too. Only because, like I said, new offense, new offensive coordinator, and everything like that. He's still gonna be in the top 5 range regardless. He's gonna have a career year, but given with the new offense he's gonna be in with like the Kellen Moore West Coast style passing, I'm more into Devontae Smith having a career year as well, which is gonna like take away some of his touches. He's still gonna put up like the 13, 14 yards, but I feel like Devontae gonna get more into the 11, 12 range, so it's gonna kind of like limit that sometimes. There's gonna be more games where you see Devontae going for like 7 for 100, something like that, versus him only going for 3 for 41 like last year.
That's fair. How about you, Kel?
At 5, I got Tay Adams. It's the same thing with like Diggs. It's hard for me to leave these 2 guys off the list anywhere on the list, because they just been so consistent throughout the past years or whatever. and both of them been top 5 receivers for so long. So yeah, I know he has, he's dealing with like quarterback issues or whatever, but I mean, he's still going to be consistent. Like, he's still going to be Tay. He's still going to have 1,200 yards. He's still going to catch 8 touchdowns or more or whatever. So, and I also the same thing as Derrick Henry. Like, you have to put him up there at in top 5 just out of respect, pretty much. So
that's fair. Let's go number 4. I'm gonna start with you on this one, Chris. Who you got at 4?
I got Jamar Chase at 4. Why are you making that face, bro? Why are you making that face? Why are you making that face?
Look at my phone. For 4.
Bro, I may be
bro.
He shouldn't be higher, bro. He should not be higher. You know why he shouldn't be higher, bro.
Go, dude.
4. I'm gonna say CD. I'm put 4 at CD.
That's why today is not your day; it's our day.
CD had a career year and everything, but with his current situation with OTAs and contract issues, I can't put no higher till I see what's happening next, because obviously he's not paid yet, and that could affect his play style. And we've seen some other receivers come back from certain injuries who haven't got paid yet as well. So I got to put CD at 4.
Okay. Cam.
No,
go ahead.
I was about to say, and also I forgot to add, we don't know Dak's current situation either with the contract situation.
Bro, they gonna be fine. Bro.
I mean, Dak ain't gonna hold out. We know that
he's not gonna hold out,
but CD, I don't know what they got going on.
If CD wants to get paid, he's going to, and not even just by us, because I'm okay with CD walking, because I'm a CD fan. Like, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm also a CD fan. I know our organization sucks ass, and I hate to see guys getting messed over. So if he wants to walk, he can walk. But he got to perform as well. He don't want to be like a Stephon Diggs, like, oh, last year you didn't really, and I know you were kind of being a diva about it. Like, nobody wants that image on them. I think if he knows what's best for him, whether he wants to stay in Dallas or not, he's gonna perform. He has to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, last year was a fluke year.
Yeah, I'm putting him.
He definitely deserves his money though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I agree. That dude gonna die. Oh, never mind.
At 4, yeah, I got CD. The other 3, he's not there yet. He's getting there, but he's not there yet. He's just not there yet. And the thing is, this past year he finally was receiver 1 on that team. But I mean, honestly, like, he was the only pass. He's on the great. He was really only one of the great pass rushers on that team. When pass catchers on that team, like, they had Ferguson. I guess he was like the second best. But other than that, I mean, I can't really name who's the.
So can I rebuttal real quick with that? Because if that's the case, we saw it every game he was getting double teamed, but he was still getting open.
Yeah, he was still getting open.
So, like, is that really like is that point? How does that point help your argument?
Okay, so
that's what I'm asking.
Yes, he's still getting double teamed. I mean, but all these guys still get double teamed. Like, even like Chase still gets double teamed, and he still got, other guy over there, T. Higgins, and he's still putting up crazy great numbers. So I guess it's with me with CD. I need to see it again before I say.
That's fair. I respect that.
Before I say, okay, he's easily like top 3, and also like I said before with, with the running backs we just had. I can't, maybe you can, but I literally can't remember a game. I know he has some big receiving yard games, but like touchdown wise, I can't remember a game where I sat down and said, wow, the Cowboys won this game strictly off of CD. Like, CD completely just he completely just carried the Cowboys, and he completely just won the game, like, single-handedly by himself, like I've seen with like these other top 3 guys that I'm about to I'm gonna name. So
what's crazy though? I feel like the only reason you feel that way is because for whatever reason, Dak is still the face of the team.
Maybe.
I feel like if CD was the face of the team, then people would give him more credit, because I don't see us doing anything we did last year without him.
I think if he didn't have, like, his first couple of years, if he didn't have
Amari Cooper there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just putting up crazy numbers. I say, okay, he's easily like top 3, top 2 in the league. Like it would probably been like an actual Justin Jefferson situation. I don't think he's in the same like his situation. I don't think his situation is like Justin Jefferson's.
Yeah, but to your point, that's what I'm saying. Like he has to perform this year, or it's just a fluke year last year.
Yeah,
and he won't be a top 3 receiver. He won't get paid like one.
Okay, well that leaves me. I need y'all to hear me out and let me explain.
Bro, this nigga finna say Xavier Worthy.
No. I know who he about to say, and it's gonna piss me off.
You don't.
Yes, I do. Say it. No, say it.
Number 4 wide receiver coming into this year.
Cam, who you gonna say?
Justin Jefferson.
I knew he's gonna say it.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not.
Okay, this is what I say. Hear me out.
Obviously, I'm gonna hear you out, but I'm not feeling
this
it.
This is literally deja vu for when we first ever did this type episode. Literally, obviously, Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the league.
Why you got that for?
We got JJ McCarthy at quarterback.
That's fair.
I'm not saying he's not obviously. Like I said, he's obviously number 1. I'm saying I'm also taking projections in for this year. The other top 3 guys I think can put up better stats this year because we don't know who's gonna be throwing him the ball.
Look, all I'm gonna say is he had that backup for the couple of games when he came back from injury. He put up 7 for 148. That's all I'm gonna say.
He did. But I also just seen a clip yesterday of JJ McCarthy completely missing home plate on a pitch, as well as when they had because hold up, what we say when they had the little mini OTAs. Did we see one clip of JJ McCarthy throwing a pass?
We did not. I seen a tweet that was like that.
He won't even start. He's not starting.
Okay, well, Sam Darnold. I'm not saying Sam Darnold's trash, but like
they've been saying he looked good in OTAs.
Okay, that's one thing. We've also known Sam Darnold's been in the league for what, like 5 years now.
He's better than that backup they had, and just Jefferson took them saying identical numbers.
I know. I'm just saying, as far as stats go, I think the other 3 will have the potential to put up better stats this year because they're going to be playing with top 5 quarterbacks. And we're not.
Wait, what?
Well, not all of them.
Oh, okay.
But I just can't. Like I said for the last couple weeks too, and me and Cam literally just talked about this in the DMs a couple of days ago. I think in 2 years, Justin Jefferson is going to be trying to force himself out of Minnesota because he's going to be fed up. Like, obviously, get your contract. That's life-changing money. You got to sign that deal. But once that, he got the bulk of that money these first 2 years, get me out of here because I'm not winning, like, at all. Especially in that division. He's not winning anytime soon. Yeah. So that's why
if you go back and look at all the all-time like receivers, they don't really care that much. I mean, towards the end of their career, they be caring about like truly like winning or whatever, like getting the ring. Yeah. But most of the time, like receivers don't really be caring about like
he don't.
But could it play a part that he in Minnesota? Like the Vikings not a.
I know. I'm saying like if you look at it, he made the playoffs a couple years ago. They got knocked out by Daniel Jones in the first round. Now you're potentially talking about he could possibly miss. I'm thinking they don't make the playoffs in the next 2 years. That's 3 years in a row you ain't make the playoffs, but you the top wide receiver in the league. He's already got his money. I think he's going to be fed up because, I mean, he's a winner at the end of the day. He's won his whole career everywhere he's been. Now he's just supposed to just put up stats, which ain't a knock, but like I think he will want to win. And if it's going to be JJ McCarthy, I don't think JJ McCarthy is going to be a winning quarterback in this league. That's why I have to put him at 4 for this year. Obviously, if it is Sam Darnold, if it is JJ McCarthy, Jefferson can come out the first 3 games and have like 150, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's like, okay, obviously he's still the best guy whatsoever. It don't matter who throwing him the ball. But I just got to see because I'm the biggest skeptic on JJ McCarthy. I don't know why they made that pick, but hey, it is what it is. Now you got to live with it. You paid Justin Jefferson So you can't afford you gotta have a rookie quarterback right now with that contract. He just got I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't. Like he can still go for 1,300 easily, but the other guys I have on this list will also go for 1,300, if not more, easily this year, most likely. So now it's like talent wise, obviously JJ won. As far as projection, this were in my top 4 because, like I said, this kind of like running backs. All these guys are number ones. I just had to take projections into this top 4 because at the end of the day, you're just picking at straws. Like, okay, what does this guy do that this guy? They all do the same thing at this point.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to who your quarterback is.
You got Chris.
He got the worst quarterback out of the rest of them.
And for everything that Bryce just said, Tyreek Hill is my number 3. That's why.
Fair.
Everything he just said, Tyreek Hill is my number
3. Number 3. I'm actually.
You gotta put Jamar.
I'm gonna actually go Jefferson number 3, and I'm gonna go that because I feel like the top 2 I have are one of them is in like their prime and their window is closing, and the other one, he wanted to get paid, and he wants to get paid for one, and then on top of that, what else am I gonna say? He's gonna have a career year as well. So I'm gonna go Jefferson 3.
At 3 I got Jamar Chase. I mean, what?
So why you made that face when I put him at 4?
Because I don't think he's 4. I think he's easy.
Oh, it's not that deep. Oh God. He definitely could be if Joe come back playing like he's supposed to play, for sure.
Yeah, no, I think he's easily top 3. Like I said, I sat down and I watched Jamar Chase literally win games for the Bengals.
First time we played him.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the one that comes to memory. Like when he played the Chiefs, he had like 3 touchdowns, like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
50. I think the exact stats was like 266 yards or something. He killed us.
Went straight stupid. I remember seeing one play. He just did a simple slant and he just took it
to the crib. Just ran past everybody. I think they didn't even expect that, which is why it happened. And then later in that game, we get a stop, put the ball back in Patrick Mahomes' hands to win the game. 3rd and 26. Just a fade route.
Yeah.
Moss Travarius wore his ass like it wasn't nothing. I was like, God damn, bro. Like, and that's why when we didn't pay him and he went to 49ers, I was like, bro, nobody clearly watched us get cooked by Jamar Chase that year in the regular season and the playoffs. That's why we didn't pay that man. Because he's gonna have to guard him for the years to come. Yeah, he cooked us, bro. He cooked us.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, he's basically like when I look at him, eye test, he's basically a bigger Justin Jefferson. He just have to put up the same stats Justin Jefferson has put up, and I mean that's just hard to do when you playing with side he's playing with T. Higgins, another receiver one over there. So nah. Jamar Chase, he's insane.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for me, at 3, I got CD. Me personally, I think he's always been a wide receiver 1. Obviously, when he came into the Cowboys, they had Amari Cooper, so people didn't view him like that. But he finally got the chance to be in that role this past year, and you've seen the results. I mean, we don't know what his contract situation is. He's holding out, but I assume he's gonna play at least. Even if he doesn't get the contract, I think he'll be there week 1. You'll have Dak. I think he's only gonna repeat, if not be better than what he did last year, and he'll put up buku stats because he's the guy in Dallas. And he's always been the guy since his OU days. Like, he's cold. I know you remember that one, Cam, where he caught the ball down the sideline and then made like 3 dudes miss it when he should have been tackled and then took it to the end zone. But I think he's top 3. Now, I made a mistake in my last comment when I was talking about Justin Jefferson. Obviously, I don't think Dak is a top 5 quarterback, but Dak has a rapport with CD clearly. He's going to feed him. CD's going to put up the stats. So that's why I'm like, obviously, I don't think CD is better than Justin Jefferson. But CD could easily get 1,500 this year, especially if he's wanting the money he's wanting. And they're like, well, we need to see you do it another year. Okay, let me go do this another year. He could easily do that with Dak. So that's who I got at 3. Top 2.
Nice.
Chris, let you go.
I was just looking something up. Hold on, give me 1 minute.
Good.
I'll get my 2 first, honestly.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I got Jamar at 2, and it's because I think the whole T. Higgins situation, I think because T's kind of one of his things, he doesn't necessarily stay healthy. I think if T has any type of injury, any type of slight hamstring pull this year, he's sitting out because he hasn't got paid. So, like, if Joe Burrow can stay healthy, Jamar's already his number 1 option. We know that. But I think with the whole T situation, if he's out for any period of time, it's only going to boost Jamar's stats even more. And I think Jamar is going to have another, 1,400-yard season, like 8-9 touchdowns. And honestly, because I'm not saying Joe Burrow would do it, but it's kind of weird when players get in these contract situations. Sometimes the team literally like hose them, like they won't call plays for them and stuff like that. I think you could see that potentially with T. Like the Bengals might try to like not use him as much to kind of downplay, his trade value or what he's worth in case they want to do a sign and trade next year. But I think Jamar balls out. And he's not Jefferson either, but I mean he's 1B at the very least. Like, come on now. He's a beast. And you get Joe Burrow back, he's gonna go crazy, I think.
Okay. Obviously at 2, y'all know I got CD. And it's for every reason that kind of heard earlier about, I think, and to Bryce's point, Dak, I can say it, he's not a playoff quarterback. But in the regular season, the guy plays football. He plays football. CD, it'd be different. I feel like if CD was fighting for a wide receiver 1 position and not getting paid as well, but he's not fighting for a WR1 position, bro. He's just not getting paid. And this really shouldn't be a surprise because it's the Dallas Cowboys. You know who you're with. But I think last year, I was looking up how many touches he got last year. He got 149 touches last year for 1,750 yards. Compared to Jamar, who got 103 touches for 1,200 yards. I think if Jamar gets the same amount of touches, he gets close to that. CD, to me, is clearly number 2 going into this year just because he is Dak's like top target. And same thing with Tyreek being number 3. Jamar's number 4 is because he's not Joe Burrow. Like, he's Joe Burrow's top target, but like Bryce just said, T. Higgins on the other side of the line, he's a very well much like he could be a great target as well. So CD doesn't have to share the ball with anybody, honestly. So I think he'll produce the same numbers, if not more. I think, like Bryce said, I think Dak can at least be close to what he did last year. It'd be great if he did more. I wouldn't bet money on it. But yeah, that's why. And that's projections. This is not basing off talent. This is basing off the stats I think they'll get, and I think CD is number 2 with that.
For my number 2, I'm gonna go with Jamar. Just solely like, T. Higgins, the franchise is gonna see him go. But I feel like with that situation, you're gonna make him go harder because potentially T. Higgins is gonna leave. Jamar can get his money, so he's gonna go hard for more expensive since T. Higgins is gonna leave and Tyler Boyd's already gone. And since Tyler Boyd is gone, he'll have to catch the ball more and have more yardage to carry the offense. So and Joe Mixon also being gone as well. So I got Jamar Chase too.
At 2, I got Tyreek Hill. I mean, it's nothing that he cannot do. I think I wouldn't be mad if he's either 1 or 2 for anybody. He's just completely just insane. Route tree has gotten so much better over the years. And then he's, if not Debo, is probably him, probably the best run after catch receiver in the league. I mean, and also he has that game changing factor where he can just I've seen games where I just sat there and watched and say, I mean, the Dolphins is literally winning strictly because of Tyreek Hill. Like Tyreek Hill has literally taken over the game. So, and I got Tyreek at 2, man.
I got Tyreek at 1. I mean, kind of like what you just said about Dak, Chris. Tua can play decent in the regular season. Towards the end of the season, he probably falls off. Weather gets colder. He's got some crazy stat where it's like under 61 degrees. He hasn't won a game or something like that, I think. But if Tyreek Hill doesn't get hurt last year, he got like an ankle injury bug that kind of slowed him up. He was easily getting 2,000 yards, and I don't think that's going to change this year. They're going to feed him in that offense. McDaniels is going to find ways to draw him up open with some crazy type motion, and you can't not, unless you Trip McDuffie or L'Jarius Sneed, you can't really just press up on dude. You got to give him cushion, and then he can stop on a dime, catch the ball short, and then he can still take it the distance if he makes you miss. Because once he's past you, you're not catching him. So I think he's going to go for like 1,800 yards, if not get to 2K this year. He's been gunning for that for the past couple years. I think he's going to have double-digit touchdowns. He's going to be the guy. Like, he's the biggest X factor this game has ever seen. It's crazy because, usually guys that have track speed, they're not football players. He's a football player that happens to have track speed. So you put that together, it's game breaking. Like, it's literally like street football. Is you get your game breaker, you just kind of become unstoppable. Some plays where, like Cam is saying, like, you watch the games like, oh, Miami's winning because Tyreek is unstoppable right now. There's nothing. You can double him. You can triple him. He's still running past the whole defense. Like, I know it was 2 years ago now, but that Ravens game where they came back when it was like 35-17 in the fourth, and then Tyreek had like 2 touchdowns and like 150 yards that quarter. It's just shit like that. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
And obviously with my Chiefs, I watched it up close and personal for a couple years. And that was before he's an even better wide receiver now. He didn't play wide receiver coming out. He was a running back and a special teams guy. Now he's like entering his wide receiver prime. He's not slowing down unless he's getting injured. That's about it. But he's gonna put up the stats.
Cam, you want us to both go for number 1?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, you can just go for me.
All right. I mean, it's Justin Jefferson. I think y'all niggas are absolutely crazy for
no, yo, I just said
no. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like?
I think it's crazy that y'all two don't have him as y'all number 1 receiver. It's the same thing with like the Patrick Mahomes argument. You know who's number 1. You know who's the number 1 player at this position. It doesn't matter if another guy has better stats than him that year. You still know who you would take over him easily any time of the day of the week. Even in fantasy.
But even to that argument, it's Justin Jefferson, bro. I would pray that Sam Darnold can throw a rock in the ocean, bro. Like, he gonna be open. Like, it's like Tua with Reek. Like, oh, he down there somewhere. Like, just throw that motherfucker. He gonna be there.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. He can have 1,200 yards this year, and CD can have 15. We all still taking Justin Jefferson. Like, it's not even like a debate. Like it's like I said, it's literally the same exact thing as Patrick Mahomes. It doesn't matter who's throwing in the ball. It doesn't matter who's for Pat. It doesn't matter who's catching the ball. He's still the best player in this position or whatever.
And the ultimate game changer. It just sucks to JJ. The sorry ass organization.
Yeah, it just sucks.
But they don't got a chance in hell without him. So
I remember
that's the other side of the coin.
And I remember 2 years ago when I was sitting there, because I keep bringing this up. Like, when I watch a game and see who takes over. When I was 2 years ago, when I was watching, I feel like this is probably the best regular season game ever. When they was playing against the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo, yeah, he won.
He completely won the game. I mean, he had one of the greatest catches I've seen since probably the Odell catch. Like, insane. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Jay Jettis for sure.
Yeah, no, he's like I said, he's obviously number 1. Like I said, I just went with projections when we got to the top 4. He's 1A. My guys that I had in the top 3 above him, they're the 1Bs. And I just feel like this year there's so much uncertainty around that Minnesota offense. I just gave the 1Bs the nod because I know they're coming back with their quarterbacks that they've built years of chemistry with. They're gonna put up the stats. I'm not saying Justin Jefferson not gonna put up stats. I just don't know how much stats he's gonna be able to put up with Sam Darnold or JJ McCarthy, whichever one that might be.
So if he goes for like 16 or 1700, 10, 12 touchdowns,
that's like
you won't debate it ever again. Like you won't say like
no, like it's solidified. So you're saying it's like Mahomes. You know how we lost Tyreek and everybody all of a sudden was like, oh well, Mahomes, we haven't seen him without Tyreek. He's gonna fall off. And even though we knew, I was like, he gonna win MVP, he gonna prove to y'all, but everybody's just like, no, we gotta see it now. I want to see it. I think he can do it, obviously. I just want to see it. Because honestly, I don't think Sam Darnold or JJ McCarthy are good quarterbacks at all. I'm honestly surprised Sam Darnold is somehow the only reason Sam Darnold has been able to be a journeyman backup right now is because he was picked. Was he number 1 or number 2? He was
top pick.
He was top pick. That's the only reason he's even in the league still to this day. But other than that, he wouldn't be in the league. JJ McCarthy got carried at Michigan. I just genuinely don't think they're good quarterbacks.
I think that offense is quarterback.
Ooh, speaking of quarterbacks.
Yeah. Now, what's his name? Their coach? Is it McConnell? Is that his name? Or am I tripping?
Kevin McConnell.
Kevin McConnell. Obviously, he's a great offensive-minded coach. I think he's going to be able to help tremendously. Like I said, man, I know it's just the mini OTAs. But if JJ McCarthy was even a sliver of good, that's your rookie number 1 first-round pick that y'all picked. You're dropping some type of clips of him throwing the ball to people.
Get everybody hyped. Get everybody
hyped. But he's probably garbage right now, which is fair. He's a rookie, but he shouldn't have been drafted that high in the first place. I'm just saying, if you spent a 5th-round pick on him, and then you put in, Sam Darnold over him,
sorry,
that's very, very telling of the type of quarterback he is as of right now. Like I said, we all obviously know what Sam Darnold is. I just feel like it's not necessarily going to be a struggle for Justin Jefferson statistically, but it's going to be a struggle for him because it's just going to be like, you just know you going out there to just basically put up the best stats you can, but you're going to lose at the end of the day. And that's just tough for him. But in 2 years, when he forces his hand, is like, trade me, Travis Kelce will probably be retired.
Oh God.
Chris Jones, probably, Justin Jefferson, he gonna want to come play with the GOAT.
The GOAT's gonna be in Dallas, bro.
As we go for our 5th Super Bowl in a row. So
Patrick Mahomes is gonna say he wants to be closer to home. He wants to be closer to White House. Texas Tech is gonna come live in Dallas, and then Justin Jefferson gonna sign the Cowboys, and Jerry Jones, he long gone by that point.
What you mean long gone? What you mean by that?
Yeah.
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 What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
My number 1 is Tyreek. You already know, so I ain't gotta explain that. It's gonna be Tyreek.
Tyreek. I didn't say it like that. Chat. My bad. Chat.
And I think Tyreek's the only one that truly has like a debate to actually being like.
And that's why I put him at number 1. I'm like, dude is damn near like Justin Jefferson is just taller than him. That's about it. He's got better hands too, but like
I think he runs better routes too.
Tyreek?
He runs better routes.
Then who? Wait, who?
When you're running the routes,
Jefferson running better routes than Tyreek.
I'll say Tyreek.
I'm just saying it's debatable because Tyreek's speed factors.
That's what I was going to say.
Obviously, he's got the speed over him.
Yeah, if you took away Reek's speed, Jettis would probably be more impressive.
But is
Tyreek would be top 2 on my list if I wasn't a Cowboys fan. I'll admit that. I have no shame.
That's why it's 1A, 1B. It's like you really can't go wrong with either. as your number one guy, obviously. But yeah, if I'm a GM, obviously, and I got my first choice of wide receiver, I'm taking Justin Jefferson. No questions about it. I just hate the situation he's in this year. That's literally it. But that wraps up wide receivers, man.
I need